So I'm going to go ahead and get started. If y'all have any questions, feel free to interrupt me or use the chat box. But today I really wanted to focus on like the health bet and core to force and all those things. But then something kept like hitting me and I was like, all right, we got to switch gears. So if you have questions on the health bet, I put up the notes in sweatnationtraining.com. There's a little tab for it. You can click that. And if you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to ask me or post them in Sweat Nation. Mom's in Hawaii this week. So I might be a little bit slower because I'm missing my partner in crime. But she's having fun and I'm excited for her. They're on the airplane right now. But the main thing that has just stuck out to me, I posted about it yesterday on my personal page, is your vision for a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years for your life, is it bigger than your current circumstances? Because that's something that I don't know about you, but I really will struggle with because my current circumstances are hitting me all around. And it's only when my current circumstances got so bad that I was like, oh my gosh, there could literally be a child next door that has a gun that's going to come into my classroom and hurt my students. That I went, why am I doing this? Why am I teaching? Why is this even a thing? And that was when I felt like, all right, I've got to change. So I hate that it takes a certain circumstance like that for me to notice hey, I need to dream a little bigger. I need to figure out a different vision. I need to figure out how to create some positivity in this world and really help people so that kind of stuff doesn't happen. So I just wanted to ask you, maybe you write it down, you think about it. Is your vision for a year or your whole life bigger than your current circumstances? Because it's hard when your circumstances are coming at you. And it should be something big. So even if you're writing down your goals, I can look back at my goals from 5 years ago when we started. My goals were super small. They were super huge when I started, but now looking back as my circumstances have changed, I can see it's not crazy to think I'm going to hit this rank or that I deserve, to be able to work from home or I deserve to be able to go on vacation or I deserve, to be able to find something that I love and pay for groceries with it. So all of those things change as you grow, but the only way it happens is if you're willing to push yourself a little bit further and push your mind just a little bit further. So think about that as you're planning out the last part of this year. We have 2 quarters left, so lots can happen between now and December 31st. The other thing that Mom and I were talking about before she left was just how can we show people that when we started, we didn't feel like we could accomplish half the things that we've accomplished. We were always well, Mindy gets to go to those parties, or Mindy gets to walk, or Mindy, made $20,000 a week. And it never even seemed possible for us. It wasn't even I'm getting down on myself. It just was literally well, that is not going to be me. I don't know how in the world, she did that. And she must have got started, at the right time or whatever. And we just never, it wasn't self-pity or self-doubt. It was just it's not us. And then as we started hitting goals, it was oh, look at that. We qualified for a Success Club trip. We get to go to Disney World. And then well, if we're going to Disney World, we might as well go to Summit. It's during this summer break. Let's just go. And then I still remember the morning that we woke up and we qualified for the leadership retreat, which at the time was 2-star and above. We had just hit 2-star and we made it on the little cusp and we got to go. And I still remember that because we were not, the coaches that got to go to leadership. That was just weird. And we qualified. So I just don't want you to feel that's not you or something that you can't do, because you can. So just think about it, whether your goal is rank, if you want to be a 2-star diamond or you want to be a diamond coach or a 5-star coach, whatever it is, you can do it. It's not for somebody else. It's not on a pedestal. All it takes is from here to, your goal date to really work. If you just want to be able to have grocery money to, not have to sweat, well, hey, honey, can I go to Publix today? I need to pick up something for dinner. If you don't want to have to worry about, checking the bank account, then you can do that too. You can quit your job. I had just finished a master's degree when we really looked into this, and I taught for a year. And I had a master's degree in this, and I took all these stupid praxis tests. I really thought I was in it for the long haul. And then I got into it and I was no. But I still didn't think that it was possible to be able to quit our job. We quit in 9 months. Well, Mom did, and then I finished the year because I did have my little at-risk kids and I didn't want to leave them. But I could have quit in 9 months. So I quit a full school year after, just, make sure y'all, I don't want to be blurring lines. You can go on trips. One of my first goals was to be able to go on vacation. And we started like March of 2012, really pushing it. And by August of that year, we went to Panama City, and they still pop up in my time feed. And that was just such a cool time because we rented out a condo. We took the boys. We were able to go to Pineapple Willie's and drink a rum runner. It was super cool. So don't feel like you can't pay for a trip with your, Beachbody income and your job. You can be recognized if you're shooting for team leader, if you're shooting for national wake up call to have your name announced. If you want 2-star, you want premier and elite and walk on that stage, you can do it. There's no limits. This is literally a $1 million opportunity. I don't know many places that you can walk into, start a job, or own your own business, and then go, all right, well, you can be a millionaire if you really want it and you really commit. I mean, I don't know of any other thing like that. So don't limit yourself. Don't put a ceiling on yourself. Really know that, like, if you commit to this, you can do it. And the really cool thing is you don't have to have, like, an engineer's background or a doctor's background. Like, what we do is really simple. It's just getting out of your own head and doing it a lot. That's really the key so much of what we do, and so many people are successful. If you look at Melanie Mitra, she is more consistent. She's inviting a ton of people. She's growing her, network. She's constantly doing something for her business, and she sets those hours, and she has a good balance. That's what she does. It's simple, but she does it really well. So I just want to encourage you to stop, like, if you've gotten in your head, like, well, those things are for that type of person. No, they're not. Like, they're for you. Like, there's nobody out there that, can't do it. And if rank is not one of your goals, and maybe it's income, I just wanted to share how much, Mindy told us how much her bonus was for 15-star. You get a quarterly bonus at 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, and 15-star. Her last 15-star bonus by itself, not counting the other ones, was $49,000. So, if rank is kind of like, well, I don't know if I want to push for that, just kind of keep that in mind too, because that 15-star means that she's helped 15 people or more hit diamond. So she's changed those people's lives because they're starting to hit their own goals. And then she's also seeing that financially pay off because it's a quarterly bonus. So she's making $200,000 a year just in that bonus. So I just want y'all to know how big this thing is. Like, it's not just, yes, exactly, Sarah. It's like, it could just explode. Like, holy crap, this thing is huge. And I don't know, the first year that we coached, it was all like, we had some good friends. Like, I know y'all know Judy, and Judy was like our first big coach. And we had another girl named Kim Fritz, and she was awesome. We really wanted it for them, but we were also so focused in our own business. And now, like, every morning, like, when I pray, like, I literally have a list of y'all's names, and, like, I just go through it. Like, I want this for y'all. And I never want to push anything on y'all. I don't want, to say, you need to hit diamond, or you need to be able to quit your job, or you need to be able to go shopping and, be able to buy something for yourself. And, because I know all your money goes to your kids and all of those things. I don't want to push that on you. But it is my prayer every morning just to, like, let God be with you and be with your purpose and your confidence, and to be able to lead in his vision that he has for you, whether it's coaching or not. So I always add that little parting because I don't want it to make it like self-indulging. Like, I really just want y'all to have everything that your heart desires and to really follow your purpose. So I just want you to know that you're not alone in this, and whether you're limiting your ceiling or not, I'm hoping that good energy and good vibes, and if you're a Christian, God is like, like working in your life and really fulfilling that purpose, whatever your purpose might be. Now, one goal that we have set, if you watched our live last week, is for Sweat Nation to get to 10-star diamond. And that is something that makes my armpits sweat. And the thing I have to say is, like, the reason we're shooting for it is because if we hit that goal, that means our whole team has hit goals. And they've helped clients hit their goals. So that was why we set it, because it's something more challenging for us, because it's going to affect so many more lives than what we would do if we were just working day to day like we normally do. So that's why we set it. And this is the first time that we've really felt like we have a team that could do that. Like, they're going to be the ones going and hitting premier. Y'all are going to be hitting premier. You're going to be hitting elite. You're going to be able to do whatever it is that you want. So we feel really comfortable being able to set that goal. And the other thing is, now that we're 5 years in, we have failed like before. So if we fail, if we don't hit this 10-star mark by November 23rd, it's okay. We're going to be a lot closer to that goal than we would have been if we hadn't set it. We're going to affect so many more people, and we're going to be able to grow our team and our confidence and our purpose so much more than if we hadn't set that goal. So whether you want to jump in on our goal or set your own goal, whatever it is, I just challenge you to set something. Figure out something specific that you want to accomplish between now and the end of the year. Because I know fall is about to happen. It's feeling good here in Tennessee finally. We're actually in the lower 80s. It's easy to get distracted by Halloween and Thanksgiving and school and, everything going on, your circumstances. But don't lose sight of your vision and figuring out what it is that you want to accomplish at the last part of this year. And just know that if you don't accomplish it, you're going to be a whole lot closer to what you wanted to accomplish if you actually set it and write it down on paper than if you don't. So I just kind of want to run through kind of what it'll take, some of the nitty gritty, because that's how my brain works. I got to have the analytical side too. So the very first thing is, it depends on how big your goal is, how much work it'll take. The bigger the goal, the bigger the work. So if you aren't an active coach and you're going, I want to get back in this, I want to make this work, your first step is to get active. So that means getting back, on your Shakeology and your workout, whatever it is, it's going to get that enthusiasm going, because that's going to inspire other people around you. You're going to attract people to you, and it's going to give you a good momentum. I'm not trying to sell Shakeology or workout or whatever, but it really does make a difference, because your energy is going to affect other people around you, and that's going to help you. If you're kind of only one step in and I don't really know about this, people are going to get that from you. You got to fully commit if you want fully committed goals to happen. You know what I mean? The next thing is, if you, if you're not active and you want to be active, you can join the health bet. This is the perfect time. I mean, it's free. You can win money. So if you want any of that information, remember it's at Sweat Nation Training. If you aren't Emerald, say your next goal is Emerald, figure out, 2 people that you can really help and really help get focused on their fitness. And maybe a month from now, they'll be wanting to sign up because you're going to focus in on their health and fitness, their genuine, results and their goals. Maybe you can have a family member sign up with you. I know I had Jake sign up with me, and that really helped. And it also gave me that support and also that little bit of extra accountability, because, his name was on it now too, even though he wasn't working it. I knew crap, I don't want to let this down, because now I have him involved. So maybe you sign up a family member, or you have a friend that's already doing Zumba or something that's, going on in their life that they're already in the health and fitness world. They can join you. And then if your goal is Diamond, I know people will say they can hit Diamond in 30 days or 45 days, and you can. But again, it's an average game. So on average, people will hit Diamond between 2 and 3 months, and not 2 and 3 months of signing up, because you know what that first month is like. It's like, oh my gosh, what did she just do to me? Why is there so much training? I'm just not going to check in because my car won't start and I'm already overstressed and whatever. Well, not talking about that point. Diamond is 2 to 3 months when you commit, when it's the right time for you and you're like, I've got this. I have a strong, specific why, and I'm going to make this happen. That's the 2 to 3 month mark. You're going to need to work about 60 to 90 days consistently to really see it grow. But 60 to 90 days is plenty of time for it to grow. You can even take one college class in 60 to 90 days. And now you can actually hit this big goal. You can, because Diamond is just a stepping stone. It's going to help you get to all of those other goals, your recognition goals, your income goals, all of those things. So, and it will also show you, once you hit Diamond, you'll be able to show your team. I know I can tell your team, this is how you hit it and this is what it looks like. But you'll have your own story, your own journey of how you hit Diamond. And you'll be able to mentor your team on a whole new level, because you can share your experience. And it's probably going to relate to them a little bit better than me sharing the experience, or mom sharing the experience, or watching a YouTube video of Micah or Melanie or whoever sharing their experience, because it comes from you. They signed up with you for a reason. They saw a purpose in you and the vision in you, and that's, why they're going to relate to you better. So I wanted to kind of give you just a couple tips and strategies to how you can hit any goal, really establish your vision and all of those things. So the first one is you have to be positive. And I know that you got the whole yin and yang kind of thing. You're going to have self-doubt. You're going to have rejection. You're going to have people just be like, oh my gosh, what is she talking about? You're going to have all those things happen. And you're going to have them happen on day 1. And you're going to have them happen day 5, whatever day I'm on. It's just going to happen. But the thing is, you have to feed the positivity. You have to figure out, how are you going to affect all those people that have all that negative crap going on in their lives too. You have to be the one to be positive. You have to start it. And if you are a positive person, you're going to attract other positive people. And those are the people that you really want to work with as a client and as a coach. So the very first thing is to make sure that you're positive and to feed the positivity. And if you're wondering, how in the world do I do that? Personal development. It's huge. You know, I love Jim Rohn. I love Darren Hardy's Compound Effect. And I'm now reading, it's kind of cheesy, but I really like it. The Energy Bus by John Gordon is really good as well. So check it out. And it's all about positivity, the Energy Bus is. If you feel good and you're positive, your team is going to feel good too. You know, even if you're not saying, you know, like, even if you're getting up every day and you're posting in your groups and you're doing all these things, you're just running through the motions, they're going to pick up on that. I remember like teaching. Kids knew if you came in with a full heart and you were ready to go and, you know, you were going to be on it and you're going to be, you know, encouraging them and using all these educational things, they knew that. And then if you just came in and you're like, guys, here's a worksheet, I'm tired, they could read that too, even if you didn't say it. So your team is the same way. You have to feel good. You have to be, you know, energized. You have to be positive for them to, you know, feel the same thing. And when they feel that, it's going to create that momentum on your team. And the next thing is, this goes along with working with your team, is to work with the willing. Some people are just not going to get it. They're going to sign up and think, oh, I'm going to get rich quick. This is going to be easy. This is going to be so much fun. And they don't realize that it's also going to take some work. I mean, it's just like running a business. You know, like, you got to get up every morning and be consistent. You got to go open the pizza shop, you know, if you're running a pizza shop. So you got to be consistent. So work with the willing. You know, don't try to pull people along and micromanage them. It's just not going to work. You got to find the people that are really wanting to make this work. And then keep working your personal business, because right now, even if you're a diamond or a 2-star diamond, you might only have 2 to 4 people really committed to working. And that could really get in your head. Or you could just say, all right, I got 2, 3, 4 people working, and I'm going to keep working my business, and I'm going to keep pulling in 2 to 3 more people that are really working in the business and really get my vision for it, and it's going to keep growing. That's what you got to do. Don't focus on those people that are inactive or just not getting it and only got 1 foot in. Does that make sense? The next thing is, don't compare yourselves to others. I know that when we first got our first leadership invite, I mean, we were ecstatic. Like I just told y'all, I could remember where we were standing in Mom's log house when we got the email saying that we qualified. So we were really excited. Well, when we got there, we could have been like, well, Lauren Majewski and Micah and Stephanie Chico, they've only been in this for, 18 months, and they're already way ahead of us. And it could have been really depressing. Don't compare yourselves to others. And it goes back to being positive. You aren't the same as any other coach out there. You're not the same as any other person out there. Your journey is going to be different from everybody else's. It's great if you hit it fast. It's great if you hit it slow. As you know, we've been slow movers and growers. So what have happened if we had just stopped because we were slow and we were building a strong foundation? We wouldn't have helped half the people that we've helped now, because that was in our first 1.5 years of coaching. So 3.5 years would just poof. I don't know what we would be up to, just because we compared ourselves to others and allowed that negativity to creep in. You can't do that. Don't do that. So just remember that your story is your story. You're doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Make it work. And then set work hours. That's a simple little strategy. I'm so proud of, I know my Team Cup group, Mackenzie's been using her Fitbit watch, and it'll buzz on her arm. So she knows to get up, but it doesn't wake up the rest of the family. And she's been working her work hours. And that makes a huge difference because you have a plan. And if you're still working full time, break it up, 15, 20-minute segments. I used to work 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at lunch, and then I would get on the computer, or I get on my phone, post another status like 15, 20 minutes after school, and then I'd go home, I'd work out. And then if I had to get back online, I would after, I'd spent some time with my family. So figure out where your work hours are, even if they're not traditional. And remember, there's always going to be trainings out there. I know for us, it was hard for us to share our 10-star vision because we didn't know what else to really say. I mean, it's kind of like, all right, there's no magic piece. It's about consistency. It's about following the basics. It's about genuinely meeting people, getting to be friends with them, really listening to them, helping them with their goals. And then those people are going to turn around and do the exact same thing. It's very basic stuff. So don't wait on an extra training or a new set deadline or, like somebody else's goal. It's great if you want to jump in on our 10-star goal, but it also has to be a specific why you want to do it. You got to have a reason to want to jump on. So maybe it's to help us. Maybe it's to show Sweat Nation like, hey, I'm one of those 10 coaches, and get bragging rights, whatever it is. Maybe it's grocery money. Maybe it's just, crap, I've been doing this for a few months or a few years now. I'm going to hit freaking diamond. And if they're going for it by November, I'm going to go for it by November. They can get 10, I can get 1. Whatever it is, figure out what it is and make it specific. Maybe it is like just, having that extra accountability, like to have that support, because we are going to offer special support. Maybe it's just the right time. Whatever it is, I want you to figure out what is it that you want to accomplish between now and the end of the year. We do have the health bet coming up. We have quarter force coming out. So there's all kinds of cool things happening right now. But that doesn't really, it can help your vision, but it shouldn't affect your vision. Figure out what you want to accomplish and really set your mind on it, and then break it down into small pieces. So I know I talked to a couple of our girls that are going for 10, like in our 10 group. So we're going to be one of our 10. And their why was beautiful. Beautiful. Like, I want to help people, and I want to be financially free. I want to retire my husband, and I want to be able to do something kind of vague, like go on vacations when I want. And that's wonderful. Like, I have a goal sheet, and I wrote down 1-year goal, 3-year goal, 5-year goal. And then I broke it down into what I wanted to accomplish. And literally, I only can remember one of them because it was so specific. Of course, it was the silliest goal, but it was the most specific. So, and that ironically is the goal that I'm going to accomplish this year, and I'm accomplishing it a little bit early. It was for the movie room in our new house to be furnished, decorated, and to have surround sound. And the text message you just heard was my husband writing me and saying, hey, can Alex come install today instead of tomorrow? So that was the silliest goal on my list. Like, it wasn't to help the 5,000 people or to grow our team by 3 times. It was nothing like that. It was the silliest goal, but it was the most specific, and it was something I could visualize in my head. So when you're thinking out your why and your vision, don't stop there. Figure out something that you can picture in your head almost immediately that's going to snap you back and go, all right, I don't want to do this. I'm tired. I don't have time for this, but I'm going to do it because of XYZ, movie room surround sound. Even if it's something stupid like that, like, that's very materialistic. That's not where my heart lies, but it was something that I could pull on quick. So think about what you can pull on quick too, because it's going to help you with that overarching vision. The movie room is a byproduct of helping people get health and fitness. It's a byproduct of all the mornings I got up and I worked an extra hour, all of those things. So it all factors in. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, that was all I had. I really want y'all to know, don't limit yourself. Don't put a ceiling on yourself. Don't put a label on yourself. And I think the best thing, if you kind of are going through that self-doubt and that negativity or that comparison game, you got to get on personal development. So Compound Effect by Darren Hardy and The Energy Bus by John Gordon are like the two that I'm really like, and I think would fit really well with this call. So I'm going to go ahead and shut up so y'all can talk if you want. And then I know we got like 5 minutes left. So